And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. Coming up, Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. Find out how you can access the government's millions of dollars that they've set aside for small and medium-sized business owners with our commercial specialist and financing expert, Andrew Kube, coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Quick shout out to our friends over at Heights Soft Wash, pressure washing company right here in Tampa Bay. Say hello to Ramin Kazami and his team over at Heights Soft Wash. They do a great job cleaning our real estate properties, residential and commercial properties. HeightsSoftwash.com, HeightsSoftwash.com. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. 5930 River Road, Newport Richey, one of our hot listings here. Waterfront beauty right here in Tampa Bay, half-acre lot on the Cody River. You got 80 feet of frontage as well. Bring your boat, bring your jet skis, enjoy that Florida lifestyle to the fullest at 5930 River Road in Newport Richey, one of our real estate listings here in Tampa Bay. Owner is motivated here, and this property has a lot of upgrades and some really exciting property alerts that you would want to set for that property. 5930 River Road, Newport Richey, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. You have almost 2,000 square feet, half-acre lot, 80 feet of frontage right here in Tampa Bay. Another one of our beautiful real estate listings. 2156 Masters Court in Dunedin. This one is a completely, fully renovated and remodeled property. Great opportunity to own a end unit right here in Tampa Bay. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 20 square foot condo, beautifully remodeled end unit. You have 2 primary suites there as well. Great location, close to Honeymoon Island, close to the bike trail as well. Honeymoon Island, Pinellas bike trail. You can see all of our listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
All right, Andrew QB, welcome back to the show, my friend.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So you help out all of our expert contributors and our radio show, TV show audience, some of our real estate clientele on the commercial side, commercial and business capital. Tell us a little bit more about what you're seeing.
So, Brandon, again, thanks for having me on the show. We see a little bit of everything, or a lot of everything. On one side of our business, we've been working with business owners that are currently leasing their property, and they decided that, hey, listen, I'm tired of paying a lot of money every year to my landlord. I'd rather put that money back into my pocket. I'd rather get money out of the loan to grow my business. I want to scale my business, and I need capital to do that. And as you mentioned, the SBA has set aside $5 million for every small business. So if you have a plan of growth, whether you're looking to buy one location and expand out to 2, 3 locations for your business, I can help you get the best terms and the best interest rate for your project. And I do this by working with hundreds of lenders across the country, and I know what banks are offering the best terms and rates, or that might even like a particular project versus another bank that doesn't. So now, if you go to your local bank, they might ask you to put 20% down, and they're not offering as much capital to grow your business. Well, we have lenders that offer anywhere between 0 and 10% down, and you walk away with more money than you started with to grow your business.
Yeah, it's awesome. And there's so much opportunity out there. Just think about it if you're a real estate agent. I teach classes, and I love teaching a class called Win with Sellers. I just recently taught over at the Greater Tampa Realtor Association. But just think about it if you were to talk to, or even door knock, I'm talking to realtors out there, loan officers maybe. If you go to your average strip mall, and you have a veterinarian office, doctor office, attorney office, yoga studio, you name it, all these different types of businesses that are in these strip malls. And if you were to door knock, I would venture to say, Andrew, and you go and talk to 100 or 50, let's just say you go to 50 in a day, there's going to be a handful or so that are going to say, wow, I didn't know these programs exist. And then we're going to get them in touch with Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. And what would you say to that? Let's just call it a yoga studio that's paying, let's keep it round numbers, $5,000 a month in rent, and maybe they have about 6 months left on their lease.
Yeah, so in that situation, I would talk to the business owner. Obviously they're paying $5,000 a month in rent. That's $60,000 a year they're paying out to someone else's mortgage, opposed to putting that money back in their pocket. So the way I look at that, that's a $120,000 a year swing. The business owner isn't getting the tax write-off, and then what is their plans? I talked to a client the other day that was 55 years old, and I asked him, I said, you said you wanted to retire probably around 65 years old. What are you going to do in 10 years? Are you just going to shut your business down? Because if you don't own that real estate, it's much harder to sell a business. And I find that in a lot of small businesses, we work for 20, 30, 40 years in our small business, and there's no end game. There's no plan. If you don't have children you can leave the business to that want it, that's great. If not, most people just shut their business down. This gives you a way to own the real estate and sell your business, or sell the business and sell the real estate and go off in the sunset, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have your exit strategy. You got to understand why you're in business and what's the goal, what's the end date of that, and maybe that'll come up on you sooner than you think. But if you're paying that landlord's mortgage for them, you're just throwing away money. You're not taking advantage of some of these tax incentives as well. There's ways that you can write things off. You're missing out on a large percentage of what the American dream is. The American dream can be many things. It can be owning a home, being self-employed, owning your own business. Could be many things to different people. But when you do own a business, I think that's a big part of it is building that business up, having an exit strategy, and then selling that business later on down the line, and then you're able to set up your children's children at some point if you get to the level of success that a lot of people can.
Absolutely. And we work with startup businesses as well as people that are looking to buy other businesses or just expand your business. And if you're a startup, if you're looking to start a business out there, it's much smarter to buy the real estate at the beginning of the process, because everything is going to be based off your projections opposed to your financials. So if you're a small business, you're getting ready to start a business, give me a call. It makes more sense to own the real estate from the beginning of the process opposed to waiting a year and then trying to buy a property after your first year or two in business. The rent replacement program is a huge program right now. We're helping a lot of business owners that are currently leasing their rental property, and we have a unique program that not many people have heard about. I've talked to hundreds of people over the last year, and they haven't heard of this program, but it allows a business owner who's currently renting, they've been in business for 2 years, they have a mid-600 credit score or higher, and they show a profit on their tax returns. They can actually buy commercial property for their business for no money down and walk away with cash at the closing, equipment, anything that they need to help grow their business. And if you look at where all the inventory is on the commercial side, right now, I looked at it yesterday, just in Tampa Bay, not including St. Pete, Clearwater, and the surrounding areas, there's over 120 properties that qualify for no money down. And
wow.
The listing agents don't know about it. The business owners don't know about it. And so what I try to do is just have an awareness, let people know that there's programs out there that the government has set aside for them to help grow their business. In return, it improves the economy, it creates jobs, and it helps the business owners' families, and as you said, generations to come.
Yeah, we're talking with Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And yeah, Andrew, that sounds like either a call list or a door-knocking list that we need to talk about off air. Tappable equity at an all-time high. This is an interesting report out of Black Knight Reports that tappable equity, the amount of equity available for homeowners to access hitting a maximum of 80% loan, before hitting a maximum of 80% loan to value, that's called your LTV, has actually hit an all-time high. And there's an interesting chart, graph here. I'll hold it up for the YouTube channel just in case you want to see that. But if you look at the numbers, how they're increasing there, and Andrew, I imagine that there's opportunity. My point is that there's an opportunity for refinances as well, not only in the residential side, which you don't handle, but the commercial business. I think there's opportunity for refinance activity right now, isn't there?
Yeah, and so I work with a lot of, whether it's owner user, I have some non-SBA programs for those people that don't want to go SBA. I work with a lot of banks in Florida, credit unions, so we can find some owner user properties. But if you own a property now and you're looking to pull cash out, a lot of banks aren't doing that right now. There's a lot of lenders that have pulled out of getting cash out. They don't like it. A lot of banks aren't working with investors right now, whether they're buying a residential or a commercial property. So what we've been able to do is establish tons of relationships throughout the country. So whatever that project is, whether it's you're trying to pull cash out to invest in something else, or if you just need the money, please give me a call. I know who can help you.
What's your number, Andrew?
It's 727-296-8650.
Repeat.
727-296-8650.
And consumerqb.com, in case you can't find his number or you're driving, consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. And to continue that point, I was looking at this article here. It says only 1.1% of mortgage holders, 582,000, ended the year underwater, down from 1.5%, 807,000, at this time last year. Since homeowners are on a more solid footing today, they'll have options to avoid foreclosure. That limits the number of distressed properties coming onto the market, and without a flood of inventory, prices won't be tumbling down. The bottom line, bottom line is like, hey, great time to refinance. It's still a good time as well to buy or sell, depending on what your move is going to be, whether it's a lateral move. But Andrew Kube, he can help you on the commercial side, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital. And Andrew, final thoughts. Back to you.
Yeah, I would say final thoughts, whether you're an investor or a business owner and you're looking to grow your portfolios or you're looking to grow your business, we have all the banks, lenders, credit unions throughout the country that can help grow your portfolio or your business. We know who's offering the best terms, the best rate, and who can actually get the deals done.
I love it. Yeah, that's a big point there. Broker. He's able to broker and shop, find you the best deal. Andrew Kube, U.S. Commercial and Business Capital, and reach out at consumerqb.com or directly as well. Andrew, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Brandon.
Hey, my pleasure. All right, taking a quick break. We're coming back with Larry from Razor Ranch. We're going to talk about a recent hunting trip that we took down there. Awesome location. Just a couple hours away over in Zolfo Springs, Florida. We had a great time this last weekend, and we're going to hear from Larry from Razor Ranch coming up. Talk a little hunting, fishing, little outdoor activities coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.